Hello students, we have been learning the physiographic divisions of India, especially the chapter number 3 Physiography and Drainage of Geography Standard 10th. We have already seen the Indian drainage system, Indian physical geography. Now we are going to see the physical geography of Brazil country. But before we start, let me introduce you the part of Brazil, which are the country lies around it and in which continent it lies. The first we can say the Brazil country lies in the South America continent. Now with this picture you can able to see this is the South America continent. How many countries it has surrounded the neighboring countries you must get familiar. Here lies the at the upper part here lies the United States of America. Here we can see the Cuba. Here lies El Salvador. Here we have Caribbean Sea, then Cuba. Then here lies the Ecuador, the neighboring countries, the Colombia, Venezuela. And this is the most important, that is Andes mountain range. It is in South America continent, kindly keep in mind. And to the west of it lies the South Pacific Ocean. Below that to the right it has South Atlantic Ocean, and here lies the North Atlantic Ocean. So, and here is our country that we are going to study, the Brazil. Okay, it has Venezuela, Colombia, Argentina, Pampas, and other countries as well. Now let's have a look. Even though if you look it overtly, the large part of Brazil is occupied by highlands, plateaus, and small mountains. There are no very high and long extending mountains in the country, except for the northern Amazon basin and the southwest along the upper parts of Paraguay basin. What is the basin? The basin, it means the main part of the river and the part of the river which is occupied by its tributary as well. In fact, we can say the area which is covered by the particular river and its tributary is called the basin. Even the coastal plains are restricted in their expanse. Now, physiographic division of Brazil are as follows. Especially it has the highlands, the great escarpment, the coastal region, the plains, the island group. Okay, island group. Before we go to the physical geography of Brazil, I want to introduce you to the actual political map of Brazil. So here lies the main part of Brazil. Here lies the Amazon river basin. You know the Amazon is the world's wildest and the longest river. Okay, and it is in the width, it is compared to the width, it is the longest one. And this is the Amazon river basin. You see Brazil, the Brasilia, the capital, we can see. And the Paraguay, Bolivia, Argentina, Chile, Venezuela, then Suriname, French Guiana, and at here we have North Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Atlantic Ocean. South Atlantic Ocean. Okay, South Atlantic Ocean. Now let us look at the highland first. This is the exact map which is given already on the page number 17 of your textbook. The highland. The southern Brazil is occupied by an extensive plateau. Now, meaning of the word highlands, it can clearly give the idea the land which is high in the sense of altitude and the mountain land. So it is a highly mountain land, and even in the sense of altitude it is also high. So it is differently described as Brazilian highlands. So we can see this, here lies the Brazilian highlands. Okay, Brazilian highlands, or Brazilian shield, or Brazilian plateau. So it has a three name: Brazilian highland, Brazilian shield, and Brazilian plateau. So Brazilian Highland, Shield, and Brazilian Plateau. So 3 names are given to it already. Again, the Brazilian and Guyana Highlands together form the core of South American continent. So here, this look at here the Brazilian Highlands and the Guyana Highlands. Okay, these two highlands togetherly form the main core of the South American continent. The main part of Guyana Highland. Now here lies the main part of Guyana Highland. Guyana Highland is in Venezuela. You can see the country nearby, Venezuela. So it is in Venezuela and it extends up to the French Guiana. Here lies the French Guiana. It covers the state of Roraima, Para, Amapa in the north. So here are the 3 states titled as Roraima, Para and Amapa. The location lies here only up to here and Amapa. The lower part of these highlands is found in Brazil. The lower part of this highland is found in Brazil. Mainly lies here. This is the lower part. And Pico de Neblina is 3,1400 meters high and lies on the border between Brazil and Venezuela. So this is the highest peak, we can say, this Pico de Neblina. Where is it? See, Pico de Neblina. It is lies on the border of Brazil and Venezuela. So this is Venezuela country. So it is on the border of this Pico de Neblina, the highest peak, we can say. The region to the east and south of the Brazilian highlands have altitude of more than 1000 meter. So you can refer this index. With the help of this index and color, you can easily find it out. But in other parts, the altitude is between 500 to 1000 meter. The highlands gradually slopes towards north, and slopes are not very steep. These Brazilian highlands, it slopes toward the north. So we can see these tributaries are flowing and meeting to this Amazon river basin, and at last it flows into the North Atlantic Ocean. The tributaries of Amazon flowing through this region makes rapid waterfalls. Towards the north, the slopes are very steep but not abrupt. The number of rivers take off from the terminal portion of the highlands and flow northwest to meet Atlantic Ocean, as I said right now. Some major rivers like Uruguay, Paraguay and Parana originate from the southern slopes. Now which are those? Let us have a look. Now which are those, the rivers which are mentioned? See, Uruguay, Paraguay, here lies Argentina. See, Uruguay, Paraguay and the Parana rivers. So all 3 rivers, these 3 rivers originate from the southern slopes of the highlands. So this is the highland and this is the southern part, southern slope of it emerges and enter Argentina. So here lies the country Argentina and it meets to the here. Okay, it slopes toward the east. It's steep and it appears in the form of escarpment. Now what is the escarpment? Escarpment is a very deep decreased part. It is a descending part. Let me show you the Great Escarpment that we are going to study, but let us get the meaning of it. The Great Escarpment in Brazil is a major geological formation that runs along much of the eastern coast of Brazil, south of the city of Salvador. The escarpment runs along the central and south Atlantic coast of Brazil, rising sharply and separating the highland plateau from the coast. So last, these 2 lines are very much important. Atlantic Ocean. So see this, the escarpment runs along the central and south Atlantic coast, central and south Atlantic coast of Brazil, this rising sharply and separating the highland plateau from the coast. So okay, the ground which separates the highland plateau from the coast. It is suddenly, we can say suddenly decreasement in the height, that is escarpment. Now let us turn to the next part, that is escarpment. So though it occupies a very small area, the nature of its slope and the effect it has on the climate makes it a separate physiographic region, the Great Escarpment part. The eastern side of the highlands is demarcated because of the escarpment. In this region, the altitude of escarpment is 790 meters. So, where lies this escarpment? Where lies it? So, this is called as a escarpment. So, this is the escarpment part. You can see the word. Okay, 790 meters. The same region, the height decreases gradually. The escarpment is very steep, particularly from Sao Paulo to Porto Alegre. Sao Paulo to Porto Alegre. Here lies the Sao Paulo and here Porto Alegre. I will just show you the other map, which will be so much helpful for you to understand. So here lies the Sao Paulo, the name of the place, Sao Paulo to the Port Alegre. Okay, so here lies between these two we can find this escarpment. It's very steep, particularly from Sao Paulo to Port Alegre. This escarpment acts as a barrier to the southeast trade. Okay. So, the region to the north of this area is called drought quadrilateral. Why it is called as a drought quadrilateral? Now, so this part, okay, drought quadrilateral, it forms the shape of quadrilateral and it is drought stricken, so drought quadrilateral. So this part is called region to the north of this area is called drought quadrilateral. Next part, the coast. We are going to look the coast. So the Brazil has a coastline of about 7,400 kilometers. 7,400 kilometers. So let me introduce. One may divide that into two parts, namely northern and eastern coast. So this is the northern part and this is the eastern part. Okay, eastern coast part. The northern coast extends from Amapá province in the north to Rio de Grande do Norte in the east. I will show you the other map for the better understanding. So let us have a look. The coastline, it starts right from this place Amapá. Okay, this is the political map. For your better understanding, you also need to refer this, get it, and so that that imprint can be saved in your mind. So Amapá to this Rio de Grande do Norte in the east. So this is the eastern, we can say. So this is the coastline. So this can be called as a North Atlantic coast. So this is the North Atlantic coast. From there, the eastern coast extends toward the south. So northern coast is characterized by the mountains of many rivers, including the Amazon. So many rivers, this is basically being Amazon basin, and other tributaries are flowing towards this, and this is many rivers gets flowed and it meets here. So actually, therefore this region is low-lying region. On this coast lie Marajo Island. Okay, Marajo Island. So here lies the Marajo Island. Here it is the location Marajo Island. Marajo is a large coastal island located between the mouths of river Amazon and river Tocantins. So two rivers are meeting. So it lies at the mouth. The eastern coast receives large number of smaller rivers. The eastern coast receives large number of smaller rivers. The only major river which meets the Atlantic Ocean here is São Francisco. To this part we can see this river. Okay, eastern part and coastal and south coast. So major river is São Francisco. The Brazilian coast is characterized by a large number of beaches and sand dune complexes. So the Brazilian coast is protected by some areas by coral reef and atoll islands. Next part that we are going to study is the plain. Now what is the plain? It is a broad area of a flat land. So how much broad area of a flat land does the Brazil have, that we are going to study? The plains. The plains in Brazil are confined in two areas, namely the Amazon basin. Now mainly the Amazon river basin part, this is the basin river part, and Paraguay Parana source region in the southwest. So Paraguay and Parana, here lies the Parana river and Paraguay, okay, in the southeast part. This is the southwest. Amazon plains lying between the two highlands. So between two highlands this lies the Amazon. Here lies the Amazon plains. This whole area it covers. Amazon plains lie in the northern parts of Brazil. So mainly Brazil lies here, so the northern part. So generally slope eastwards. The Amazon basin is quite wide in the west. Now look at here, Amazon basin is quite wide in the west. See, because at the back side it is the widest one, and on the other hand to the east side it gets narrower, and it narrows eastwards. So its width is minimum where the Guiana Highlands and Brazilian Highlands come closer, that is 240 kilometers. As the river approaches the Atlantic Ocean, the width of the plain increases. These are mostly forested areas. So this is called the lungs of the world actually, because it has huge trees and densely populated forest. So they are mostly forested areas and are largely inaccessible due to the frequent flooding and dense undergrowth. Too much dense, totally surrounded by the trees. It is inaccessible to the human being. Most of the Amazon plains are covered by the tropical rainforest. Amazon river basin is richest one due to the Amazon river and its tributaries. It has become so much rich and fertile. The other plains in Brazil are located to the southern western part of highland, southwest part. This is the south and west, between southwest part of the highland. They form the source region of Paraguay and Parana. So Paraguay river and Parana river, they form the source part of it. The source region of Paraguay slopes towards the south, while the source region of Parana slopes towards the southwest. Source region of the Paraguay slopes toward the south. Here is the Paraguay, so it comes to the south, and the Parana, it goes to towards the southwest. Next one is a Pantanal is one of the largest wetland in the world. Where lies the Pantanal? Here lies the Pantanal, largest wetland in the world. It lies towards the southwest part of the highland areas. Southwest part. South, this is the south, and here the west part. It is a region of swamps and marshes in northwestern Mato Grosso do Sul in Brazil, and it extends into Argentina too. So it extended to Argentina too. Okay, so this was the information about the plains. Now next we are going to start about the islands. As we know, in India we have the two mainly islands, Andaman, Nicobar and Lakshadweep. Similarly in the Brazil we can find the islands. Besides the mainland, some islands are also included in Brazil. So they can be classified into the coastal island, which are on the coast, and another which are in the remotely, that is we can marine island, which is among the sea, marine island. Most of the coastal islands have formed due to the deposition work of the river. Marine islands were a part of the mainland. They are more than 300 kilometers away from the mainland in the Atlantic Ocean. So it is 300 kilometers away more. These islands are mostly rocky and they are top of the submerged mountains. The islands near the coast of South Atlantic Ocean are coral islands and they are called atolls. So here island, what major island that we come across is Marajo Island. Okay, here only. So this is the picture of Brazil. and just we have studied about the physical divisions of Brazil. They are five: highlands, the great escarpment, the coastal region, the plains, and the last one, the island groups. That is what we have studied. Even you need to study this lesson from this point of view. Keep the map before you while studying, so that it will be easy for you to understand through the help of images. It is very much catchy and understandable, even though you have a map skill for the practicing. So do keep the map before you and then read the same lesson from this point of view. Okay,